Hello and welcome to episode 6 of my show. I hope you had a good week. I did very little this week. If you are a student like me, you probably are in a similar situation where the majority of your lectures are cancelled because they're on strike. I had 4 hours this week, which is about 8 hours less than I usually have, which I know 12 hours still isn't that much. But when you only have 4 hours, you still also don't get much work assigned to you outside of lectures. So yeah, I've been doing very little except watching Friends and then maybe playing a bit of Fire Emblem Heroes. I could say that would take up a good quarter of my week this week. So instead of what I did this week, I'm going to talk about uh, my pet peeves slash cringe things that make me cringe and things that slightly annoy me, and maybe you'll be able to relate. So let's start with that. So yeah, first thing on my list I've written down is when you're meeting someone who you don't really know very well but you've met before. This is usually only happens in these sort of situations, and and you and they've forgotten your name, and you know they've forgotten your name, but instead of them saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name," they instead go, "Hey, buddy," or "Pal." I hate being called buddy and pal, to be honest, when it's not a joke, like when they honestly can't remember. And to be honest, I'd rather they just admitted they forgot my name. It's like, no sweat off my back if you just said that instead. So yeah, that's number one. These aren't in any particular order, by the way. Another one is the sound of people eating. This isn't common, but like there's certain people who just eat really loud, and yeah, that could be just a bit off-putting and gross. So yeah, I'm sure that's quite a common one. I think people who don't cover their mouth when they cough slash sneeze. Originally, they said people coughing and sneezing, but I think everyone's been ill this in the past couple of months, and honestly, you can't help it when you cough and when you sneeze, but you can help it if you put your hand over your mouth. So yeah, that makes the list. People who walk slowly, like if it's a narrow path and then there's like a group of people who are taking up the entire path, and you want to get past them, but they're just walking so slowly and you can't really overtake. So yeah, you're kind of just stuck behind them walking at a snail's pace. And yeah, something similar to that is something that I never really had a problem with um, before coming to uni, but suddenly on uni campus everyone thinks it's normal to cycle on the pavement instead of the road. Never had a problem with that in Brighton. Everyone cycled on the road. I'm not really sure whether people did their bike abilities, throwback to primary school, when in their primary schools, but yeah, everyone seems to think it's okay to cycle on the pavement, which can be quite annoying. So yeah, buck up, cycle on the road like a normal person. Uh, and finally, something that's just a bit of a hassle for me is instant messaging. I don't really like doing instant messaging, especially I don't mind. It's useful. It's a good tool when you just need to ask something or like make plans. But when you're just chatting on IM, it's what's the point? Just call me. Like I know people hate phone calls now, but no, honestly, I'd rather we just spoke over the phone or just arranged to meet up in person. But yeah, don't like just casual conversations on IM. Not my thing. Yeah, that's probably the most controversial on the list. But yeah, that's just a quick short list. Let me know if you can relate. Let me know some of your pet peeves in the comments below. I'm not expecting anything, but yeah, I'd love to hear about them. Next up, we'll move on to Bake of the Week. This week I made cream egg brownies, which are essentially normal brownies but with cream eggs in them. I thought it was good 'cause their cream eggs are big in the shops right now. We've got Easter just around the corner. Um, so yeah, these are quite simple to make. You just it's like making brownies, but then you take them out of the oven 5 minutes before they're done. You put your cream egg halves in the brownie, push it in, and then yeah, you just put it back in the oven for 5 more minutes, and voila, cream egg brownies. I had a lot of fun making these tonight with my friends. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend that. And yeah, just this brings us on to the news stories. Um, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of Nintendo, a lot of Nintendo stuff. They recently had the Nintendo Direct this week. Um, Unfortunately, there was no word on the new Fire Emblem game, so that was the only thing I really cared about. However, there is going to be a new Smash Bros. For the Switch, which will be cool for when I eventually get a Switch. Fingers crossed. So yeah, another news: the last male white rhino is on the mend. Yeah, so he had an injury, um, but his on his leg where it was infected, and his carers were thinking they might have to put him down. But after various treatments, he has been on the mend. His infection is cleared, and it looks like he's getting back on his feet. So yeah, that's some good positive news to end my week on. Yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good week. I hope you have a good week. Challenge of the week. Um, let's say tell a friend you love them. Yeah, I'm sure they'd love that. And yeah, or tell your mum you love them because it's Mother's Day. So yes, I hope you all called your mothers. Alright, thank you very much for watching. This has been an interesting episode, I hope. Thank you very much.